Am I the asshole for ruining dinner by calling my wife's friend's Virgo moment a tantrum?
Okay.
My wife's oldest friend's birthday was yesterday, and so their friendship group threw her birthday dinner at a restaurant. I was invited as a +1. So full transparency, I've never liked this friend. She's always seemed too dramatic and over the top for me. Always attributed everything to her star sign. Insufferable comes to mind if I were to use one word.
Okay.
All right, gang.
Let's pump the brakes a little bit. Okay.
Damn. That said, I usually just ignore her and let her be whenever we're in the same room, because why not? Yesterday, though, she was making a big deal because they got her dessert order wrong. To be fair, we did wait like 45 minutes for it to arrive, so I get that but she just kept complaining to the group and then stopped herself and said she was going to have a Virgo moment, whatever the fuck that means. And I said under my breath, but clearly too audibly, you mean a tantrum. So she hadn't done it yet.
Yeah, okay.
She was upset that they had to wait 45 minutes for dessert that ended up being wrong.
What's
on her birthday dinner.
Yeah. Also, the fact that you said it audibly, it's like, come on, dude, really?
Yeah.
Like, that's a little.
You don't have to like everybody, but
like to do it out loud. Like, there's a part of you that's like, you want people to fucking hear you.
I feel like she's having a very valid response and then tried to calm herself down by being like, oh, I'm being a Virgo right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long was she complaining? Like 10 seconds? And then you were like, fucking what a bitch.
Fucking, you're gonna have a tantrum, baby.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. She asked me to repeat myself, and the cat was clearly already out of the bag.
Yeah,
so I
you
did.
said it out loud, you fucking idiot. Like, what are you expecting?
So I did. She asked what I meant by that, and I explained there's no such thing as a Virgo moment. Checkmate, Christians. God isn't real. Okay.
Then I did a slam dunk and got my skateboard
everyone
and
clapped
left.
because I'm so likable.
I was so smart when I said that astrology isn't a useful thing.
I gain
everybody.
friends by being intelligent, and everyone likes me.
Dude, you make the rest of us like astrology not enjoyers look bad.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
God damn it.
Ha ha. Ha ha.
God damn it.
Ha ha.
I don't think this way, so I don't think any of these ways. Where's the centrist version of this?
Fence sitter. Fence sitter asshole. She asked what I meant. You're such a Gemini. She asked what I meant by that, and I explained there's no such thing as a Virgo moment, just a grown person throwing a tantrum which devolved into a young back and forth, ruined mood, and us leaving early. I don't think calling it a tantrum was wrong, because it is one.
Okay. That's what makes you the asshole here, for sure.
So why ask?
Yeah, so why?
Like, what do you mean? I don't think what I did that people are calling me the asshole is wrong, because it is what I think it is. No reflection at all.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I don't think
Gotta go to Reddit. Gotta go to Reddit and tell them about it.
Gotta go to Reddit. I don't think calling it a tantrum was wrong because it is one, but choosing to speak up at her birthday dinner is probably where I dropped the ball and fucked up. I was calm throughout and didn't escalate things, but even then it didn't have to be said because there really was no outcome where things would have worked out well. Word salad, am I the asshole? Yeah. ETA saw this come up a couple of times, so I thought I'd explain. I went because my wife asked me. All partners were there. The dinner was paid for by the friend group. She wasn't screaming and throwing plates, but she was really hammering down on complaining about this and had to keep getting stopped going to the kitchen despite them apologizing throughout for the delay in the mix-up.
Am I the asshole for calling a girl over-dramatic when she was crying after rear-ending me?
Anytime you call a girl over-dramatic, even if she is being over-dramatic, it's fucked up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Started off strong on this one.
Yeah.
Last weekend, I attended my brother's college graduation. After the ceremony, I found the rear of my truck had been hit.
Oh my God.
The other driver was still there. She was an 18-year-old who was crying hysterically while her mom tried to calm her down. The girl apologized profusely and said she had overestimated how much room she had to back out and hit my car. I wasn't upset because mistakes happen. I asked if she had insurance and she was too worked up to answer. So I turned to her mom and she said yes, they'd go get it as well as call the police so there could be an official report for the insurance company.
Right.
Cool. The girl was still really worked up. I told her, it's fine, don't worry about it. I'm not upset and accidents happen.
Okay.
She's still a mess when the cops show up. I found this a little over dramatic and admittedly rolled my eyes. I obviously don't know this girl, but I was beginning to feel like she was trying to manipulate her way out of trouble. Even though the cop and I both said these things happened, the insurance would likely take care of it. Eventually, the police left. I told the girl to calm down, it's over, and stop being dramatic. Then I got in my car and was ready to leave. My sister was with me the whole time. She told me I was unnecessarily mean to the girl.
Kinda.
I
yeah.
said she was being over dramatic for no reason, especially as no one yelled at her the entire time. That's the only time you could ever be crying is when somebody yells at you.
You can only ever be crying if someone yells at you.
Yeah, that's a ABWSDR guarantee.
Yeah.
My sister pointed out this girl is likely a new driver, probably worried she ruined whoever she was there to celebrate, etc.
Well, and also, if you
also
ask
fucked up
for
your
insurance,
Yeah, you're
that
fucking
was
up
my
your
first
insurance.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, my insurance is going up $300.
Yeah, fuck. Shit.
Yeah.
Plus, she's probably worried about her rates going up.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe she has anxiety or whatever. I didn't read that. Holy shit, I stopped reading after that point, apparently, because I did not remember reading that. Awesome.
Two people with ADHD whose anxiety has ruined their life, absolutely ravaged them to the point of almost suicide, and reading a man post on the internet.
Maybe she has anxiety or whatever.
Maybe this dumbass bitch has an anxiety or whatever.
Or whatever's the funniest thing you could ever say ever, and then be like, am I an asshole? Even if she was trying to manipulate with tears, I didn't, quote, have to be a dick. I shrugged it off and let it go. So far, her insurance has been cooperative, and it seems like this will all be resolved rather quickly. The subject came up at the party we had for my brother. Most of my family thought I was being a dick, though some agreed she needed to calm down. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole for embarrassing my cousin because she left me to possibly die in a fire? Let's get fucking serious, okay?
Okay, all right.
This one is insane. It's not funny. It's actually terrifying. Okay. I'll try to keep this concise. This took place a year ago, but has come to the surface now. My grandmother liked to make tamales, and she would make them for days before an event. My mother, myself, my grandmother, my aunt, my cousin's 2 children were at the house. My mom, aunt, and grandmother were all making tamales and had been for 3 days straight. For those who don't know, you make tamales by placing a corn mixture onto corn husks along with the filling, and then you wrap it all up and boil to cook. This is where the issue began. I'm not sure who did it, but someone, grandmother or aunt, left towels on the stove which caught fire.
Jesus.
I was in the bathroom having a shower. Mom was on the couch having a nap. From what I was told, cousin and aunt were at the kitchen table 10 feet from the stove, and grandmother was in her bedroom with the kids.
Okay.
I was getting out of the shower when I started to smell something terrible. My eyes were stinging, and I could hear my mom talking, but it was muffled. She banged on the door, told me to stay put, and that she was opening the windows and door to let out the smoke. She ran outside and found everyone else standing in the driveway. She went outside to talk to everyone. She was angry because she had been running through the house looking for everyone in the smoke.
Yeah.
And was told that cousin had smelled the smoke and got everyone out. Everyone except me and my mother.
What the fuck? How? Okay. So that's okay. Why? If you're going to get everyone besides...
If you're asking why, you're not going to find an answer to that question.
God damn it.
Relevant details. They had to walk past mom 3 times to get everyone out.
I just don't want to disturb her nap, you know?
That's insane.
That's fucking insane, dude.
No one turned off the stove or even attempted to put out the fire. This is not even the craziest part.
This is still crazy, though.
It is insane, yes. They didn't tell either of us that there was a fire, leaving us in the house to possibly succumb to smoke.
Oh my god. Because that's what's going to actually kill you. It's not the fire. It's the smoke. The asphyxiation, yeah.
This is the most insane part of this.
Yeah.
They hadn't bothered to call the fire department.
What?
So apparently they were just expecting the fire to burn itself out or something while they stood outside.
That's...
With 2 people in there.
Yeah.
That's
the
fucking
fire's
crazy.
Gonna spread.
And like I understand like being frozen maybe in the moment.
Dude, having a fucking like gas stove or something, like just continuously going. It's your
with
gut's
the amount of people that were there and were out, there's a good chance someone could have called the fire department.
Yeah.
It took 4 hours to get all the fumes and smoke out and for us to stop having our eyes burn whenever we went back inside. All of this is to get to the point that my grandmother died recently and left the house to my mother. My cousin has recently gotten divorced and was under the impression that we would not be moving into that house. When we told her we would, she asked if she could live with us, and we told her in front of other family members, no, because we didn't trust her not to, one, set another fire.
Yeah.
Parentheses, she's caused at least 3 in her lifetime.
Yeah, I forgot about reading that part. Yeah.
Because she doesn't know how to deal with grease fires. And two, to be helpful in an emergency.
Yeah.
I told her she had failed on a basic level to react to an emergency, and I didn't want to live with someone who might burn the house down while I was at the grocery store, simply because she doesn't know how to perform basic fire prevention. So I need to know, am I the asshole for embarrassing my cousin and for denying her a place to live?
Am I the asshole for not making food for my dad's stepkids? I, 16 male, make my own lunch for school. I started making them when I was 11 and my mom was sick with cancer, and now I make all my lunches. My dad refuses to give me lunch money for school and said no way in hell to making them. Mom made his.
No way in hell.
There's no way in hell I'm supporting you, kid. You better get your ass out there and work.
Damn it! I don't know nothing about that. I ate sticks. Back in my day.
Really, Dad?
Back in my day, I lived in California and I would walk to New York and I would get my ass on that bus at 6 a.m.
If you're hungry, you better get down to that creek. Throw some in that pond. Pull some fish out that damn water.
If you don't like to work, then you might as well get your ass to the military because they'll teach you how to work.
Absolutely.
Thank
you, Father.
Absolutely. Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa.
My dad refuses to give me lunch money for school and said no way in hell to making them. Mom made his, and now he pays for lunch every day. And he doesn't want to give me money to eat outside, which is an option with parents' consent, because he'd need to pay for that. So I make them. I work part-time, so I started paying for the ingredients that I use in lunches.
Dang.
My dad got married 2-ish years ago. His wife has 3 kids who are 5, 7, and 8 now. For about a year, there's been an issue where my dad and his wife want me to make all 4 lunches. They said that if I'm making my own, I should make my siblings. And I say siblings because they're not my siblings. Lunches too, to save their mom and to streamline everything. I was like, no. And my dad's wife was shocked. She called me out for making stuff only for myself. She said it's crazy that I would look at my siblings and not want to make a few things for them too. It escalated to where they said I shouldn't get to eat their dinners if I won't participate in taking care of the family. So I buy my own dinner stuff now, and I make my own. Now they're calling me out for that. They said that I could make dinner for all 4 of us, and then we could eat dinner earlier, and my dad and his wife could do something else. My dad's wife didn't make lunches for her kids on several occasions to try and make me relent. Their teachers ended up feeding them and writing to her about it.
Oh my gosh.
She was super pissed and asked me if I was ashamed. I told her that they're her kids and her problem, not mine. I also suggested she take it up with my dad if she's unhappy and wants help feeding her kids because that's not my job. She said if dad won't feed me, he won't feed her kids, and I just shrugged that off. Monday was a big day in all of this. I was home for a few hours alone and I made a nice dinner. I was eating when my dad's wife came home with her kids, who were hungry, and she exploded on me and asked if I made the kids dinner, and I said no. She demanded for me to make it up to them and make them lunch on Tuesday, yesterday, and I said no. She called me a bunch of names and told me she fucking hates me because I'm supposed to be a decent kid, and yet I won't help feed her kids, and that's not how you treat family. I told her because it's not my job and we're not family. I pointed out she married a guy who isn't even good to his own kid, and how her only interactions with said kid were attempting to dump responsibility onto him, me. So she really has no reason to think I owe her anything, which of course led her to calling me all kinds of things, including an ass. So am I the asshole?